Good morning, boys and girls. So, it's been a long time since I did one of these, because life kind of sucked. My grandfather fell ill and passed since the last time we spoke. So, I apologize for my long absence. I know that I can't really hope to grow if I don't do anything, but I needed to take some time for me. But we're back. We're going to be bringing you card game-based content, whether you like it or not. So, what are we looking at right now? Etco is out in Yu-Gi-Oh! Jet Synchron is probably going to pay for Needle Fiber's sins. And the Sun is being a dick. Again, what's new? Sun's always a dick to me. I'm a ginger. It's just like, oh, hey, you over there. Yeah, you, redhead with the fair skin. Laser! No, the sun is a deadly laser. So, that's fun. But that's neither here nor there. O-Lion and Jet Synchron and VFD, or True King of All Calamities, if you're, I don't know, I guess a TCG loyalist. I don't even know like how VFD translated into that. It's just that's what he was called, was VFD, so that's just what I've been calling him, sort of like how I call Ib the World Chalice Justicar Miko. But the main reason I call her Miko is because there's like 5 Ibs. So if I say Miko, people typically know which Ib I'm talking about. So we're probably gonna lose VFD. And honestly, I think that's best for the health of the game, because it used to be that the only decks that could make VFD didn't have backup and follow-up plays. But the thing is that if Eldritch makes VFD and then sets 3 back row, well, you know, they have follow-up. They have ridiculous staying power. They're just gonna keep chugging along, and they've got you blanked for 2 turns with that guy, as opposed to Dinos, where it's like, all right, VFD, murder or bust. And, you know, you mirror force them, they go, haha, Logia, strike. We call that the Alex Modlack special. I think like the 2nd or 3rd time I dueled him, he hit me with that shit. It's just like, I see you have made VFD Logia. I'm going to set 2 pass. Mirror force strike. Wipe my whole board. Oh, that hurt. So, VFD's probably gonna go. The best decks that you're looking at in Netco are obviously Adamancipator, which Adamancipator, how to handle Adamancipator is a big question. Because, what are you gonna ban Block Dragon? Because Block Dragon is just like the frosting on the busted cake. Granite Loyalist is like brand new. I really don't see any, like, banning the Kawaki Miru Guardian would honestly do a lot to the deck, because what Guardian does is it enables them to have safety in their plays. Because, you know, you sit there and you think, oh, do I hit this now, or do I save it? And then they hit a Guardian and you're just like, well, so, but I don't think that that's the answer either. And we can't expect Needle Fiber or Link Cross to go. Like, anything that's less than a year old is not likely to get hit on the list unless it's a Gumblar Dragon, you know? I think Gumblar Dragon is the card that got, outside of Plushfire, I don't think that a card has gotten banned faster than Gumblar Dragon. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, let me know in the comments. You know, if you're like, oh, this card came out and was immediately banned 2 days after, you know, let me know, because I'd love to know that. But as far as I can tell, Plushfire is the card that got slapped onto a list the fastest, shortly followed by Gumblar. Gumblar made it like 3 months or something. Gumblar was less than, I know it was less than 6 before Gumblar got put on that list, which honestly needed to happen. Gumblar was kind of disgusting. And I'm not going to lie, that Needle Fiber is disgusting too, but Needle Fiber is different, because Needle Fiber, we have been waiting for this card for 3 years, and we finally get it, and we haven't had a chance to play with it in person. Nothing is going to happen in Needle Fiber. Nothing is going to happen in Link Cross. They're brand new. They just came out. We haven't even had official tournament play with them yet. So we don't even know if Konami's going to make a list, if Konami's going to address these issues. But you have to be prepared for them. So, Smashy Rock is not the best against Adamancipator. It's honestly really hard to justify going second unless Dinos can do it. And maybe Infernoids? I can tell you that Dinos are probably, if you want to play going second this format, you're picking up Dinos, because they are so good. They just slap cards onto the board until a Miscellaneousaurus sticks, and then they go, ha ha! Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, book your field, 5,000 damage, make a Logia pass turn. And, you know, that'll usually do it. They're really good at clearing and breaking boards. So, if that's your concern, look at Dinos. But you have to be able to handle the fact that if you're going second, you know, first off, you're main decking Dark Ruler, you're main decking Nibiru, you're main decking Evenly, you're main decking Lightning Storms. So, you know, it's like, Lightning Storms are still 115, Evenlys are 25 apiece, Dark Rulers are 15s, Nibirus are 10s. So you got 15 plus 25 is 40, plus another 15, 65 plus 10, 165. So we're looking at, like, you know, $500 just for a going second package. It's not cheap right now. Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of expensive. So, but what other decks are floating around in the format? Well, there's big old Golden Boy. Either Pure Control. I figured, screw it. I was waiting to do something with the deck and then post results, but everything's changing because we shifted into the Jet Synchron build. So I'll just probably post a profile and some combos on my Vampire build of Eldritch, because it's a 2-card plus 7 combo, but it's not a 1-card plus 9 like Jet Synchron, so it's not as good. But, you know, if the list comes out and absolutely slaughters the Jet Synchron extra deck combos that everyone, like, it's like, alright, every single 1-card Needle Fiber banned. Plague Spreader banned. Salamander and Almirage banned. Jet Synchron banned. So if they just all get ripped away, I mean, hey, you know, it sets up, like, you know, double Eldlixir, Golden Land, and a counter trap. Plus, you know, Vampire Mummy. I love Fraulein. The deck is so hilarious. Playing Lullaby of Obedience to steal their O-Lion and summon Omega to put your banished. See, that's the thing that I've never seen anyone do, even in the Synchro variants, is they don't make Omega. Why would you not make Omega in Eldritch to put your banished Eldlixirs and Haqueros and Conquistadors? You just put them back in the graveyard and banish them again. I mean, like, Omega has been the staple of zombie decks for the longest time because, you know, you would always recycle Mizuki. Well, you got a lot more than just Mizuki to choose from now. I actually had a game where I was going to have a double Omega because I stole the Cyframe player's Omega and I was about to make my own, but he conceded. So, but that's a whole thing. So we're looking at Adamantipator, Eldritch, Dinos. Salamangreat has apparently been doing great, which is great to hear because the deck's affordable, it's simple, it's not a matchup that I dread. You know, you play against Salad and you know what you're getting into. You know where the game's going. So you can just sit down and sort of play cards, and you typically know whether or not they're gonna go through because it's pretty easy to read based on, you know, what they said, how many cards they have in hand. You know what you're getting into with them. Trap Tricks. This one goes out to Cody. Trap Tricks. Oh, God. So, Trap Tricks destroy Eldritch because they're unaffected by traps. And if they got a Rafflesia out, you can't destroy them by card effects. So you can't bin Golden Lord and pop Sarah if they've made Rafflesia. And also, even though it's 5 summons, you can't Nibiru them because their 5th summon is Rafflesia. And you go, ha, Nibiru, and they go, ha, Gravedigger's Trap Hole, 2,000 damage, that's time of the round, duelist! So, Trap Tricks are a good deck. I'm not going to call them tier 1, but they're easily tier 2, if not tier 1.5. However, I don't think that I think they just kind of hard lose to Adamantipator. But just don't underestimate them. It's a very powerful deck. You know, I've played against them a number of times. When they brick, they brick. Because if they don't see any of their monsters, that's it. If they don't open a Trap Tricks monster, they're dead in the water. They don't do anything. That's an unfortunate fact, you know? But don't count on that, you know? So be aware that Trap Tricks are out there. Plunder are here, and they're at least tier 2. They don't fare well against Trap Trick, and they don't fare well against Guru Control, which is another viable deck this format. You know, that Guru's sitting strong in tier 2 because both of those decks are primarily Earth-based, and they don't give Plunder anything to play with. The only interaction that Plunder has outside of using their own trap card, which is very difficult because a lot of those monsters are unaffected by traps, is when you summon Shade Brigadine. Now you have a Dark on field, and but it doesn't work the moment that he leaves the field because he's not a monster anymore. So it's a very small window. The moment Brigadine hits the field, you have to make Bran and banish that Sarah. You know? So you have to go first, you have to be set up, and then they have to make that play, because otherwise, you're so screwed. I mean, of course, if you perform the Needle Fiber combo going first and set up triple negate, well, I think you'll be okay. See, yeah, that's the thing. Plunders have a triple negate board going first. They make a Herald, a Dragster, an Alyss, and a Blackbeard. So they've got 3 negates, 1 spell trap, 1 monster, 1 Omni, and a monster that will float into either a monster banish or a spell trap banish. They're a real deck. Don't fear them, but respect them. Also, DDDs, another deck that is a real deck. Again, don't fear them, but respect them. DDDs can, just like always, they can set up Crystal Wing Siegfried, you know? Except now, they set up Crystal Wing Siegfried with the ability to go into Savage Dragon and Satellite Warrior on your turn. So that's 1 monster negate, 1 spell trap negate, 1 Omni negate, triple pop. That's 4 interruptions. 4 hard interruptions. And yes, there's plenty of decks that can play through that this format, which is terrifying. But it doesn't invalidate the board, you know? And also, DDDs have access to Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, King Calamities, and Kali Yuga. They can easily play both of those, no questions asked. Just you know, they just look at you and they bin your whole field. What are you going to do about it? So just respect them. DDD, Subterror, Guru, all sitting firmly in that tier 2. And they're real decks. And they will destroy you if you don't prepare for them. Heroes is off in the corner. Also, can't forget about the best deck of the format. Pendulums, they're the real tier 1.5. Because if you manage to just slam them hard and fast and not let them get off the ground, Pendulums don't do anything. But if they get rolling, probably the strongest deck in the format, not gonna lie. Once Pendulums are established and going, there's no deck that I'm more afraid of. They just negate after negate, advantage after advantage. So if you can hold their head under the water right away, you know, if you can hit them at that linchpin point, they're done. You know, it's Nibiru them, you can take care of them. But be prepared. Tier 1 is easily Adamantipator and Eldritch. Tier 1.5, Pendulum. Tier 2, Plunder, DDDs, Guru, Trap Tricks. Rogue, you got heroes over there with, you know, haha, OTK machine go brrr, and dinos are on their own and the king of going second to break boards. So, I don't even know what this video was supposed to be, but I guess we got my current meta tier list and a little bit of ban list prediction sprinkled in. I just wanted to start getting content out there again. Alright, everybody, I hope you're doing well, stay safe, and unlock the shock.